Hello my friends and welcome back to SnowRunner with me Mark from DadX, and you join us in the twin steer delivering the batch of the super order to the log station in Island Lake. So there you go, that's that stage of that mission completed. We only just had enough fuel to get here, so well done us. I did a lot of these movements off camera. So here's the White Western Star with his 3 loads of cement, which we can hand in right here. So that's done. We'll park this guy up. We've got to change map now. So basically what I did was the twin steer came over by himself. Ahead of him had come this truck with the cement, and our old friend is already over on Drummond Island, the P16 with his trailer. So we shall now join him. I shall see you there. I've actually switched to the Fleet Star because we've driven over to the port on Drummond Island, which was a very easy drive, and we can hand that stuff in. Why wouldn't it let me hand stuff in at Black River? Was it because I hadn't tracked the mission? We'll sort the GMC out in a moment. So basically, yeah, this has mostly been driving. That's all you've missed. I used the traditional route across the map. I drove straight across Smithfield Dam, straight down here. No issues whatsoever. We picked up half the load on the way at the warehouse and half the load on the way at the other warehouse. It was easy peasy. The last truck we have to check in on is the Pacific, and we shall also then switch mission again. Back to the cement mission. Track him. We've just got to get this load over to the log station. It's not far. We've got that load of wood we picked up when we had the cargo management glitched permanently on the truck before, if you remember. We're going to cut through around here, as we have found this to be by far the most reliable route. Although, to be honest, I say that I've never tried going around those muddy corners that I'm over here to the right. So let me know if any of you had a bit of a horrible time in there. It just looks very wet and very soft, and it's much easier to drive straight around and through those trees. Come on. This is the one thing that worries me about this truck, is that he doesn't have any upgraded tyres on him. He doesn't have an upgraded gearbox, so he can struggle a little bit as he was there. So we're going to see how we get on with this oversized cargo. That is going to be the big job for this episode, and once we've done that, we can finally go to Alaska with a clean conscience that we left no task undone before we did so. Now the Chevy is right here. Do we need to refuel? We may as well refuel if we can. I can't remember if this has even got any fuel left in it. Yes, it has, but we will refuel. And what is the best route for us to take? I don't think we're going to try cutting across that river, because the P16 got caught when we tried that. So we're going to go all the way around. Again, it's driving. So unless anything interesting happens, once we've handed in this cargo, we're just going to drag the empty trailer around to where the shipwrecked ship is, that we did find with the Lodestar, but that was back when there was no mission to go with it. There you go, we've been promoted. We're level 16. Wow. So I'm going to head round to the shipwreck, and I shall see you there. So we've got the Fleet Star on the map and the Chevy, who can head over if this guy needs some support. But we'll see what we can achieve. And I've gone for this trailer thinking it might be the most manoeuvrable, the easiest to drag about if we have to go that way, rather than the low loader trailers that you can't pull around unless they're attached to something, because obviously their legs get stuck straight in the ground. So I shall see you there. Go round the tree stump, not over the tree stump. Note to self. made it nearly to the destination. I did decide just to bring the Chevy and a trailer of fuel with us, because you never know. And why just have to drive another vehicle over here when you can bring him along? A couple of points in the journey we separated them just to make sure the Chevy didn't get hung up on rocks, trees, etc. I've no idea what we're going to find up here. Just keeping an eye on where the Chevy is going. We might just let him go here actually. How's he looking? Oh no, he's getting past the trees. I thought you might get a bit tangled up back there. But I'm not quite sure what we're going to find up here. I've let the Chevy go there. It seems quite a laborious route with no load. So, oh crikey, I've just nearly driven off the side of the world there. Only takes a moment for me to invoke disaster, as we know. We're not getting the power down too well through here at all. That's not really filling me with confidence. I'm not sure if we need to be in that low gear. Again, there's some rocks there that you'd really probably take the precaution of getting right out of the way with an appropriate tool or vehicle. But that's not an option, but we'll see. Right, oh, all we got to do is get into this square to pick up. And then somehow get back out of here. Now, I know this is one mission that a couple of you have ended up not completing, so I won't feel too ashamed if we end up in that compartment for now. If not, we'll just leave a trailer here and come back with another truck another day maybe. But we certainly need to get turned around before we try to get a load on this trailer, that's for sure. Come on, truck. Which in itself might be a little bit of a chore. Let's see. You know me. I can make a adventure out of the simplest task. No, it might just work. I thought we were going to tip the trailer over. We can just drag it about. That's the other advantage of not having to mess around. Imagine having to turn around a low loader trailer in here. That would probably be making me cry by now. Or you laugh. Right, I think we may have kind of nearly got there. Well, there you go. The trailer's telling me he's almost had enough. Right, go, go, go. Trailer will be fine. Get the truck. We need the truck in the pickup area just to get the load on. Right, go. It's a whopper. It's on. I assume it's packed, yes. Can we move? We can move. Movement confirmed. Now, just nice and gently. Now, the other advantage of this trailer, or the big advantage of this trailer, I should say, because it's kind of tied into the same thing, is that if necessary, we can detach the trailer and just drag it, because we've already found on a couple of occasions that can often be the difference between success and failure, especially when it comes to dragging these big loads up. Things such as this, we're not moving. Absolutely not moving, and we wedged in. I can't really see well enough. Was that movement? That's movement. Is that the kind of movement we want? No. No. Handbrake on. Is that actually going to hold? Let's have a look. Yeah, we'll honk the horn. Are we hung up here somewhere? Are we? I don't know if we're actually technically hung on that little rock there to the left or not. We can swing around rather more, that's for sure. So we'll try that. We'll try that. But we've got to be careful. There we go. So we're going to try and pull tight around here to try to keep the trailer off the rocks behind us, and that seems to be working because we've certainly gone further than we did before, so that was the problem. I'm just going to use the winch any way I seem to need to here to drag us about. I'll have another look at the status of the trailer in a minute. Let's just see. There you go. There you go. We're moving, we're moving. Well, there's movement, there's hope. What's that trailer saying? That trailer's saying, I like it. Right. Whoa, 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 whoa. Is that okay? Yeah, we're okay. Let's just get over to the left a little bit. And there's that rock. Don't drag that rock back down into the roadway. Now turn, turn, turn and roll, roll, roll. Chevy is now in the way. Well, we've got it out of there. I'm not going to speak too soon. Before we get in the wet bit, Chevy, we just need to move you out the way, mate. If you don't mind. Just for now, just right there. It'll be lovely. Engine off. Change truck. Right. This seems to be working so far. This seems to be working. I hope I've made the right choice with the trailer, rather than trying this with a low loader. Come on, Bell. Baby. I didn't know whether to call it boy or baby then, so it came out as Baba. I am a little bit focused, so forgive me. Right. Camber warning. Although if necessary, I guess we can get the container back on the trailer now. Do I do what I was doing before? No, just go, 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 go. I was just going to think, do I move the Chevy ahead of the truck as we were previously? But I'm not sure if this gets stuck that the Chevy is going to make a huge contribution just in terms of the weight of this. But you never know, but I think we're going to be okay. And we've got to get this to the warehouse on Smithfield Dam. So I think once we get out, we've got to go over there. Where's the boat? We need a boat. Right, can we get out of the low gear ratio, get a little bit more speed on, but we also want to be careful that we don't let ourselves get too much speed at any point of this conversation. What is wrong with me tonight? Any point of this journey? Crikey, sometimes the wrong word completely comes out of my mouth, but usually there's some kind of context involved. That was odd. Right. This is a little bit of a tangly bit, so we want to try and keep some momentum but not whack anything too hard. I think it's easier getting out this way than it would have been coming the other way with the load, to be honest. Go, 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 go. Yeah. Got to be careful of the edge of the track here. So nice and gently, gently, gently. Come on. I know there's a nice big rock right in front of us, but we can make it. Go, go, go. Where's that rock going? Where's that rock going? Bloody rock right in the road that we want to get around. Okay, the trailer's looking safe. We're going to gently get back and see if we can get around this rock here. The one that the wheels are next to now, I need to try and get the back wheels around it. We've got a bit of room over here on the right to try to swing. Have we? Have we hit that tree? No. Where's that winch connected? So it just I am hitting the tree. Right, so I've got to find the gap between the rock and the tree. Alright, and that'll do it. What's going on with this collision? What am I actually hitting? There's no physical contact going on there at all. Go. Come on, go, 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 go. It was a little pull. There you go. That should be enough now. That will be enough. Now we're on that big tree up there. There you go. Now let go of the tree. Can we get around the tree now? That's it. That's it. That's it. Now go, 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 go. Come on. Oh, look, see those 2 rocks? Just those 2 rocks. But it was a delay, not a disaster. Here's another big nasty rock. We're going to try to make sure we just squeeze past. Very nicely. There you go. We're looking good. We're looking good so far. Quick map check. So all we need to do is get back down onto this track and head off this way to the warehouse. And I think it's the warehouse near the entrance back onto Smithfield Dam, but even if it's not, to be honest with you, I don't feel too daunted by the prospect of having to get to the other one. Alright, we're pretty much there already, so should we just cut over here like bad boy truckers? There you go. Is that the bit I'm going to live to regret? This is going quite well. This is going quite well so far, I should say. Get that proviso in there before the game puts it in there for me. Miss the telegraph pole. Yeah, we're looking good, we're looking good. I'm happy now, happy. I don't think terrain-wise anything too nasty is coming up once we're out of this soupy bit. We'll be able to winch to that telegraph pole now, so we're off. There you go. I might have released the winch a little prematurely. We've got some wet bits, but I think we'll get through these down here because we'll have momentum on our side. If we can carry it through this mud, we'll be fine. And trees and telegraph poles all around. We've just got to make sure we're extra careful when we get to those little points on the map where there are no tow points, but I think we're good now. We getting around the corner okay? Yeah. Okay, here we're through. We're out onto the road with the big oversized load. Now, is this only one, so I've got to do this again? I mean, I'll do it if I've got to do it again. For sure. Am I going the right way? Yep. You know me. It's always worth double checking. I'm not too daunted about doing it again, because we've seen kind of how to do it. So rinse and repeat is something I'm quite good at. You could almost call it a bit silly just to have to do exactly the same thing twice, but I don't know. I mean, that can only count as one unit, surely. So you might just miss me doing it the second time once I've shown you how to do it like this. So if you've had trouble with this mission, my recommendation, my pro tip to use the trendy vernacular is to use this trailer, not a low loader. It's a lot lighter. If you do get a bit stuck, it's a little bit more manoeuvrable to drag around and mess with, and you can just detach it and tow it. But I know we've used a very big powerful truck. I'm not saying for one moment that the Fleet Star would have been up for that, or even maybe the White Western Star, etc. The Twin Steer would never have got there, being such a big stick insect of a truck. So I think we've stumbled across the perfect combo right here, as I nearly crash into the barrier trying to get pretty little screenshot. All we've got to do now is assume, as hopefully we can, that nothing drastic is going to happen when we emerge on the next map. But since there are no other vehicles involved, I'm assuming we're going to be good. And if I have to do it again, I'm going to say actually, if I've just got to do this again, it's probably one of the silliest little missions that I've seen so far. Well, here we are, we're all in one piece. Where have I got to get this load to? Which warehouse? That warehouse all the way over there. So it's just going to be a drive around the map. So We have done this many times. I'm just going to crack on with it. I shall come back to you if anything interesting happens. If I've got to go back and literally do this again, I'm going to say it's probably the least imaginative way to pad out the content imaginable. But I'm not sure. We'll see. Okay, I took a moment and had a little think, and I just nipped up the road to the trailer store, got another trailer, and because the objective is still telling me to go back and get another load, so I thought what we do is, rather than go all the way there and all the way back, is nip back now, grab the other container, and then try to tandem these two trailers back. Let's see how that works. So here we are in the Pacific, but I had a little bit of a change of plan. I had a think. We're going to leave him parked up here. The Fleet Star's right here. He's been bringing some trailers back over towards Smithfield Dam to get the money back on them. I've left 15 trailers knocking around on this map. So I've got a little side mission. It's Netflix work. So those two lorries are up there. Over here at the shipwreck, we have our friend the Taiga. I thought in the name of diversity we'd let him have a go. I brought him onto this map with the Pacific, and I left them deliberately, the Pacific towing this guy back onto this map, and they exploded. So don't bring connected vehicles through the maps together at all at the moment. Anyway, he's down here. I thought I'd let him have a go. We haven't used him too much in the game in general. He's been an absolutely 100% reliable support vehicle. He's obviously done the odd job for us, hasn't he? But let's let him have a bit of a go. I know for a lot of people this is absolutely the go-to truck, potentially the best in the game. But I hope you've enjoyed the fact that I've had a go. You know, I've pushed the other trucks, and I haven't pushed them to their limits yet, apart from maybe the GMC, but we'll still find the odd job for him. In fact, he's still got a job to hand in. If I recall, we haven't handed in that last batch for the big supply order. Right, we're doing all right here. What we got? We've got caught on that rock. We got caught on that rock, but we'll figure it out. You've got to be so careful with these lorries. Sorry, the trailers with the dolly attachment. You know, the moving front axle, because when you just shove back on them, especially on uneven terrain, quite what that dolly is going to do is anyone's guess. So do be gentle. I've got to try to get it around that corner. I need to get a bit more swing on the thing, so to speak. You see the Chevy lurking back there in the shadows. He helped me turn the trailer around, actually. Gets a little bit cramped in that flat area. Could have done it alone. It was much easier just to drive the trailer in, let the Chevy get in behind it and just drag it around. Right, we'll wiggle and jiggle. You can see, oh my word, see the dolly there pushed the back wheels right up off the ground. So just ever so gently. But I think we've gone back far enough and the trailer's behaving. I guess if we lose the load now, we can just nip back and pick up another one, can't we? I'm going to ride up on these rocks on the left. And just, yeah, absolutely to the limit. I do need to give it a little bit more of a reality, a realistic angle than that. But there you go. Is this going to work? We've got further than we did before. We may need to try the winches, even if they're not in really the right direction, as we've seen many a time. Just them moving you around can help with the traction. Yeah. We've actually managed to drag it up and over the rock, the heroic Taiga. All we've got to do now is not drop it. So we're going to take it easy now. I think there's a lot of weight on this trailer, especially with this attachment, and also the Taiga's actually quite light. It's got nothing on the back of it, so if it had a bit of weight it would probably be a little bit better actually at towing this, but we'll be fine with doing it. I don't even remember this puddle. The Pacific must have splashed through it, but we're dragging our way through. The low gears definitely go better. The low gears definitely go better with the permanently diff-locked vehicles, as I've said. They seem to get a little bit bogged down if you just leave them in automatic in the wet stuff when you're slow. But we can give it a little spurt over here. I want a bit of momentum to get in through this mud. There's a tree right here I'm going to be a little bit wary of, because it actually seems to have physics, this one, I remember from the way here. Oh, and the trailer is tipping. It's tipping back on to where it should be. All its wheels, fantastic. Now we've just got to kind of drag our way through here. Come on, Taiga, you're doing it. It's a little bit like swimming. Slowly but surely. Yeah, I think a little bit more weight on the back of the Taiga would be improving its traction quite a bit, actually. Yeah, we're going to make it across here, no problem. Are we going to get up this side? We've seen that was, I thought the tightness of the rocks or that mud bath was going to be the problem point, but no, we're rolling. We are rolling. So now this kind of gives me the option. No, I don't know. I want this truck on this map, so I was going to think I could just leave a truck on each trailer and still convoy them back. I'm going to do it with the Pacific. I think there are definitely going to be points on the journey across that map where we will need to split the trailers and go back and get one. And I hope that doesn't cause us any nasty problems. Some of the bends on that route are just a little bit tight for, I think, what is going to be such a long combo, but we shall see. Right, gently through here, gently, just nice and gently. It's downhill. There's plenty of space. We're looking good. Here we go, right up here. I haven't perhaps given this truck the airtime that it deserves, to be fair, but then it would have been one of the other ones that has performed admirably, I hope you'll agree, that wouldn't have got the airtime. And I know this truck has been very popular and is very popular, and rightfully so. So I hope you've appreciated seeing some stuff getting done with trucks that aren't the trucks you usually see it getting done with. Right, we've got another very muddy bit here. Oh, the trailer's having a bit of a mind of its own back there. I've gone way off course now looking at the trailer. Can the Taiga compensate for me? Yes, it can. Right, there's just a little bit of camber management on that trailer. I've got away with complete neglect twice now and seen it get to close to 45 degrees behind me. I don't expect a third lucky break. Right, let's just check where on earth we actually are. Cool, this is civilization. We're basically out, I think. So all things being well, I'll get this trailer up to the Pacific. All things being well, he says, look. Oh, yeah. Do be careful, guys. This trailer, I'm getting away with it again. The trailer is quite top heavy. Let's remember that on the next map. Anyway, all things being well, we shall see you with the Pacific and 2 trailers ready to cross a map. Oh, I've got a funny story for you. This is my luck in the real life world. I ordered myself a nice smartphone from Amazon in the sale, and 2 days later I got delivered a piece of cardboard, like an empty cardboard sleeve with nothing in it. And even though the driver logged it as handed to a resident, and I've got a witness, my landlord stroke neighbour who lives right next door, but it wasn't given to anyone. They won't give me a refund. I'm not sure we're out of the woods yet, quite literally. So I'll stick with it. But I'm very wary what the trailer's getting. Oh, see, I'm more worried now what the trailer's up to behind me than I am what the truck's up to. We nearly hit the telegraph pole. Gently. Oh, yeah, just avoid sudden movements if you can, especially when you're going to reverse. Just in case the trailer gets cross with you. Right, no, but we're doing alright. But there's a bit of a ditch down there to the left of the road. We're going to make sure the trailer gets right around, and indeed this tree. We're going to make it past the pole. Yeah, look at that, like a glove. Oh, right, focus now. We're on the road. I've just got to transfer this over, I guess. Yeah. Can make the fleet make the fleet star drag it. No, I'm joking. I am joking. Right, I'm going to leave that there. Get this truck out of the way. Park him up. It's alright, the trees are fine. No trees are injured ever in the making of this program. And then we'll get on. I'll see you on the next map. I think everything's going to be tickety-boo. Okay, all aboard the Pacific Oversized Cargo Express. The Fleet Star came ahead and handed in those 2 trailers just to get them all out of the way. He's grabbed a fuel trailer out of the trailer store. So we're going to refuel the Pacific on the way past. We're going to keep the rear trailer winched up nice and close. We're going to get refueled. And we're ready to rock and roll. But that, my friends, is going to be a story for another day, because I think we're going to call it an episode there. Basically, all we've got left to do now, I say all we've got left to do, is get this delivered to the warehouse, and we know right where that is, so that shouldn't be too tricky. Obviously we've got a lot of bends to get this huge train of cargo around, so it may be a little bit wibbly wobbly. You will be seeing that in the next episode. Then we need to hand in those loads of GMC I've got over on Black River. I don't know why it's still mentioning this order, because we did it, didn't we? Most definitely. So hopefully that's not some kind of new mission glitch. And tasks, we've got no tasks on this map. Cousin Cletus we've given up on. We do need to get that scout out of the puddle over on Drummond Island. So next episode we'll get this handed in. We'll get the scout out of the puddle. We'll have a little tidy up. That'll be episode 49 of this playthrough, which I'm flabbergasted by. Episode 50 will be in Alaska. How cool's that? So anyway, guys, I'll see you very soon. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Leave us a like if you've liked it. Comments, suggestions, always welcome. But for now, goodbye.